It's Madden NFL 23, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Jags and the Commanders coming up next.
We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Washington Commanders. Joining Charles Davis up in the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it is time to begin another NFL season. Here we go. And it's a new era for Washington, making their debut under the Commanders' name. And Charles, they're going to face a team in Jacksonville who is starting this year up with a new man in charge as well. So newness on both sides here in this one.
Yeah, and only 3 combined playoff appearances in the last 9 seasons for both of these teams. Washington certainly hoping their new Commander's nickname can bring newfound success after finishing 7-10 last year. They're 4th and 5.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A huge play there right off the bat. 59 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside. And he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Touchdown! Terry McLaurin, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Commanders are on the board here first in the season opener. And on the first drive of Week 1, they get the football, and it's almost like it's Week 10 for them. Their offense really looked in sync.
What a great carryover, because everyone talks about putting this in place, OTAs, mini camps, even through the preseason. This team came out as if they had seen it happen many, many times before.
They're going to look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, 72 yards. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. He's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him.
Some open field here. And he will step out of bounds, but not before he's all the way across the 50. We'll get an injury stoppage, and it appears to be the wideout, Jahan Dotson. He's the one shaken up. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And that's complete. It's Sims. Always got some breathing room. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Washington. Cam Sims, 48 yards. And the Commanders are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Well, Charles, what a start here for them in this game. Still in the first quarter, a sizable lead and pitching a shutout on the other side is their defense.
The game plan is certainly in effect, isn't it? Working awfully well on the offensive side of the
taken in here to start this drive. And he's going to be up around the 45-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. And that pass puts him up over 200 yards already here in the first.
And what it also does is it allows the offensive coordinator to be not selective anymore, but a little looser, right? You're feeling good about things. Accurate, balls being completed, yardage is being gained. Go ahead and keep taking shots. The whole team has confidence now.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. And some space here. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Touchdown! Cam Sims, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Commanders take a 3-touchdown lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, and this defense has had its share of problems getting guys to the ground. And here's another example. They never should have allowed this play to gain as many yards as it did, but poor tackling early in the play led to big yardage after the fact.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. Running right through him. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for first downs instead of airing it out.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. That's caught by Sims. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Sliding out of the pocket. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And a good display of footwork will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. He was a 3rd-round pick, not rounds 1 or 2, but this franchise, they think he can be something with time.
There were a few teams that thought he would go in the first round, late in the first round. He ends up sliding to the 3rd. So a lot of teams think now maybe this group got a steal. They've got a chance to have a really good player here if he can develop.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson taking it in from 4 yards out, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. When you talk about a battle being won in the trenches, on first down, he'll drop to throw. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. It's a first down Washington on a pickup of 18. He'll look to throw. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. Touchdown Washington. Terry McLaurin, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Commanders are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
They go play action here on first down. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll drop to throw. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Commanders take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the two teams by far, and that's great.
Back to throw here. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. He gets it to Sims, complete. Touchdown! Cam Sims with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Commanders have got it on cruise control. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And Charles, we haven't even hit the 4th quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. So he wanted to pass it, but that thing turned out much better.
And the crowd really responded, didn't they? They always like it better when the quarterback who's scrambling around actually takes off and runs downfield, and that's exactly what he did.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Curtis Samuel, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Commanders get another 3rd-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. To throw. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. A huge play there for Washington. 42 yards.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
Got a man on the right sideline. It's Sims. Touchdown, Washington. Cam Sims, 27 yards. And the Commanders are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Brandon, is there any way you and I can join this quarterback in the zone he's in? He's absolutely feeling it. Touchdown after touchdown, throwing the ball.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got the hook up downfield to Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That's good for 28 yards.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. The one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Pushes him over. Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas, 60 yards. And the Commanders are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter. And the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down. He'll look to throw, being chased out left. That would complete downfield to Thomas. And now look at this, big gain, but a fumble. And the Jags grab it, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Able to force him out of the pocket right, but still able to complete it. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Good yardage after the catch as that played good for 30 and a first. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5, about the 4. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind-melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Looks like he'll throw here. Thomas brings it in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 32 on the play.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. Gets around him. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Commanders, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts.